And this is the first lesson of our graphic design training and the introductory section. With the introductory section, we are going to talk about the interface of the application or the software that we are using. We are using the PixelLab app. Now, with the software, when you open the software, this is the interface you are going to see, the default interface. So we have the blue strip at the top here with icons on it. We call that strip the top bar. Then you have the preview bar here, which will take care of the design, also called the canvas area. Then you have the tools at this section. This area is where you call the tools. So you can see that there are so many tools here based on what you select from this button. So these sections we call the tools. So these are the tools, these are their options that you can deal with. Okay, now let's start with the first one. So the first one is the presets. With the presets, you are going to have already designed projects, default project that you can work on. You can just select it and then make it your own, or you can select a blank sheet from here so that you can start from the scratch. Okay, equally, maybe you are already having a project, you can just open this one to view your already project you are working on. Now the next one is the type 2 or the test 2. The test 2, if you click on it, you're going to see either you add a test or a code. So if you can click on this, there are so many codes that have been inserted, so you can select any of the codes and it will automatically come to your sheet and you can edit it as the way you want. So these are the editing options that you can select from. So if you want to edit a test, you just select the edit button here, then you change the text that you want to do, change the correction that you want to make, and hit on OK. You can also select this text, this icon here, to change the text to uppercase and lowercase. Okay, then if you're okay with everything, then you click on OK. There are also so many other options that you can deal with when it comes to text. So you have the fonts. You can select the fonts here based on what you want to do. You can select the font size too from this section. Then select the font style to this. Okay, so we can also say, okay, let me change this one. You can also adjust your text. Let's say this is your text, you want to adjust it, you want to increase the width of it, you can use this icon here. If you want to increase the height of your work or the size of it, you can also do the same thing with this. Now if you want to rotate your work, and if you want to rotate it, you see that there's a small icon below the text, and just click on it and then you drag it to where you want your text to rotate it. So that's one way of rotating your work. Okay, so as we go on, we are going to manipulate with our text as we move on. Okay, so the next icon after the text is the sticker. So the sticker or the shape tool. The shape, you can use the sticker. You can import your image or your shape or anything that you want to import. So to send it to your system and then just import. Okay, then you can add shapes. You have so many shapes that you can work on. So you click on this one to give you the variety of shapes that you have that you can use. Okay, so we are going to deal with that one also as we move on. So there are so many other things that you can do when it comes to this shape tool here. Then you have the background. The background, if you want to select the background, you can use either select a color or a gradient. So if you click on this one, it will give you the option to select the color or gradients for your background. So now the gradient is selected, so you can just click on any of the gradients colors that you want. You can also click on the additions section to edit your gradient color and the ratio or the rate of your ratio. proportion of the image, the colors that you want to use. So we are going to deal with that one as we move forward. So this is just the introduction, so we are not going any further. Now you can also import your image to this section here. To use this last option here, we call the effects. So you can just create the effects, add effect to your designs, and rotate your work. So you can click on this one for the rotation. If you want to rotate your work, you can do that. If you want to add noise, so there are so many effects that you can add to your work. So as you move on, you are going to get them more understandable. Okay, so now to end this lesson, let's learn how to save your work after each project. So if you want to save your work, you just click on this icon here. Then you can save it as a project, or you can save it as an image. If you save it as a project, that means you are going to come back and just continue with your editing or with your design. But if you save it as a project, that means that is the final stage. You want to export it as a final image, so you can save it as an image. Okay, so you click on save it as an image. You can select the format, either you use JPEG or PNG. So the JPEG will have no transparency, but the PNG, which is a portable network graphic, will have transparency. You can select the quality, and if maybe the size, so you can deal with that, then you can save it to your gallery. Okay, so that's how we save our work. Okay, so I'll end the lesson here, and in our next lesson we are going to go further to our design. Thank you.